So here they are, 7 incredible and unique apps that all you iPhone users need to check out. And as someone who lives their life on their iPhone way more than I'd like to admit, I'm always on the hunt for apps that can help boost my productivity and just make my life a whole lot easier. So today I'm gonna go over and review these 7 apps, and I'm sure that at least one, if not more, will definitely catch your eye. So without further ado, let's get straight into these apps. So number one, we're gonna be talking about an app called Yuka. And this is pretty much like a nutritionist is in your pocket. With Yuka, you're able to scan any food or cosmetic item and it'll give you a health score out of 100. If it's green, that means you're good. If the product is red, you should probably think about switching or trying an alternative. And that's the beauty of the app. Yuka actually gives you alternatives to your bad product, and it breaks down all the health factors. Now, Yuka is completely free. However, if you want to unlock extended features such as looking up products, it comes at a price of $20 a year, and that is Canadian. And honestly, I've really been thinking about buying this because Yuka is probably my most used app out of these 7 that I'm going to show you today because it is just that good. Alright guys, so once we go ahead and open Yuka, you guys can see I've been using this app a ton. Like just 2 weeks ago, I Yuka'd a body wash and this is what it was. It was 50 out of 100. And if you click on something bad, for example, like this, it tells you what's wrong with it. But these are things that is high risk inside the product and that it contains. Whereas, for example, sodium sulfate is a low risk, but it still contains it. And there are 9 other ingredients that are risk-free. And while this is bad, it's a 2 out of 100, which is actually terrible. It does give you options. So here are some recommendations. They're recommending this Aveeno, this sandalwood body wash, and that's the beauty of it. It just gives you recommendations for things that are bad, so you know what is going in and on your body in this case. So let's go ahead and do a real life example. So this is a shampoo that I use. It's a Shea Moisture shampoo, and surprise, surprise, I got it because of Yuka. So if we hop on Yuka and we click on the scan feature down here, it's gonna access my camera, and all I have to do is scan the barcode of this product. And once I do that, it shows up as 79 out of 100. So it gives me 3 products that it is low risk of, and it even shows the positives of the product. So for example, it does not have any silicone and it does not have any sulfates. So this product is good to go. In a world where a lot of people are so health conscious and worried about what we're putting on our skin and what we're putting in our bodies, Yuka is the perfect app to filter out good products from bad products and keep you overall healthier. Next up, we're going to be talking about OneSec, which is the anti-doom scroll app. Now this one is quite literally genius because OneSec actually is integrated in your iPhone and it works as if like Apple had made the app. But when you try to open some of your most used apps, like Instagram for example, OneSec gives you a little breathing exercise to do, as well as provides the stats for the app that you're opening. And it works great because the little breathing exercise it gives you actually gives you enough time to realize that maybe you don't want to open Instagram for like the 40th time today. So of course, this is how OneSec works. Once you open the app, you can see the apps or websites that you have it activated on. So I can see I have it activated on Instagram, and I've saved myself 3 minutes on Instagram according to this. So how does this actually work? Let's say I want to add it on to an app. Because it has to be activated via the Shortcuts app, OneSec actually tells you how to do so. It gives you clear instructions on how to do so. So I have it activated on Instagram, so let's go ahead and try it on Instagram. If we open Instagram, as you can see, it gives a little animation where it says it's time to take a deep breath. And it gives me a little statistic that says 2 attempts to open Instagram within 24 hours. And trust me, within this time, you'll actually be thinking of whether you want to open the app or not. So let's say I want to continue to Instagram. I can do just that and I will continue to Instagram. However, if I try to do it again, it will give me the same animation, and it even shows you your last use. So it says 11 seconds ago. So if I don't want to open Instagram, I can just do that, and OneSec will close the app for me. Now this app does come with some pro features, and as you can see, the pro features are right over here, and this will cost you about $30 a year. But honestly, for those of you that are really trying to give yourself a cell phone detox, 1sec is just the app to do so. Now, the third app we're going to be talking about is an app called Endel. And what this app is centered around is personalized focus and meditation. Which honestly, if you guys aren't meditating by now, especially if you are a very hard worker, trust me, it's something I've implemented into my everyday life and it's helped me clear my mind a whole lot easier. So if you're someone like me and you struggle to focus sometimes in pure silence or you struggle to focus for long periods of time, Endel is pure gold. What it does is it uses AI to create personalized sounds based on your heart rate, time of day, and even the weather. And you can use this app to focus, relax, or even wind down before bed. For Endel, it is completely free, but it comes at a price of $39.99 a year or $5 a month if you want to access more meditation techniques and more features about the app. So here is Endel. We're going to click to open it. And as you can see with Endel, it is very much a meditation-based app. And there are some completely free exercises that I can do over here. So one, as you can see, works on my breath work. One is for meditation, attention training. So let's pretend I'm working for a long time and I really need some attention training. So I can click that exercise. It's about 3 minutes and I can start it. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip the intro in the interest of time here. And all I have to do, as you can see, is follow this dot with my eyes. Of course, I'm doing it while recording. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but this is to help me improve my attention. So I'm gonna do just that. What's really nice about this as well is that you can just go ahead and pause it as well if you need to take a short break, and you can AirPlay it to your TV or any other device. Now that the exercise is done, as you can see, I can create a routine with it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna click done. And like I keep saying, do not sleep on meditation. It is life-changing, especially if you are a very hard worker. The fourth app we're gonna be talking about is an app called WeTransfer. And this app is really useful to me as a content creator because I shoot a lot of video and B-roll on my iPhone 13 Pro. And sometimes if I'm sending a lot of photos or videos to myself or others, iPhone takes a long time to process these, especially through AirDrop. However, WeTransfer gets these files sent pretty quickly and it honestly feels like magic. So when you're sending edits, documents, or 4K footage like I like to send, WeTransfer is gonna be your best friend. All you have to do is upload and share the link. So this is WeTransfer and it is pretty simple to use. Let's say I want to send something to someone. I'm gonna create a transfer. And as you can see, I can get a link for it or I can send it as an email. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a link for it and I can upload files up to 3 GB for the free version. So for my photos, I'm just gonna click this, this, and this, and I'm gonna add it to a collection and it's gonna get my files ready. And as you can see, it's put these 3 in a little folder. I'm gonna create a title for it as well. So let's put the title as travel and I'm gonna save it like that. And I can even put a message. I can choose when this expires as well. So I can do 3 days. However, if I want to do 30 days or 60 days, I do have to get the pro version, but it is not that big of a deal in my opinion. And I can even add a password to the link so that it's personalized. And I'm going to go ahead and click transfer. And once the link is created, I will get a screen like this and I can copy the link or I can share it directly to anyone on my phone. And keep in mind, this works for files up to 2 GB. Anything above that, you will have to get the pro version. And if you do want to get the ultimate version in which you can send files up to 200 GB, it will cost you $10.99 a week, a bit pricey, so keep that in mind. So the fifth app for today's video is going to be an app for all of you travel people, and that is going to be Flighty. And honestly, it is the best travel app or flight tracking app that I have ever used. So what Flighty does is it gives you real-time delays, where your gate is, as well as real-time flight tracking. And it even predicts interruptions before your airline even does. And seriously, for my fellow Canadians, I bet you guys can't even count the amount of times WestJet or Air Canada has let you guys down with interruptions or delays or something. So here is Flighty. So as you can see, it displays all your flights as well as a map and the airport you will be leaving from. So in my case, it'll be YYZ or Toronto Pearson Airport here in Toronto. And for this video, I have just put that I'm going to be flying to Los Angeles in 12 hours. So I can see that my flight departs on time. I can see the departure time as well as the time I'm going to be landing. So if I go ahead and click on this, it shows even what gate I'm going to be leaving from, as well as the terminal, which is fantastic. And I can even live share the flight with anybody who will be waiting on my arrival. And here's another reason why I think a ton of travelers will love this app. If you go ahead and click your profile here, you can see your all-time Flighty passport. So you can see how many flights you've had, how many kilometers you've traveled, and your flight time, how many airports you've been to, and how many airlines you've been in. You can even see how many minutes you lost from delays and how many you've averaged on delays. And of course, it'll show you your most flown aircraft. And mine is the Papercraft 747 because I haven't even used this app yet on a flight, but I will most definitely be using this app 100%. So although this app is free, there is also a pro version, and for $4.99 a month or $59.99 billed annually, you can get all these features that are shown at the top over here. And trust me, it is such a great app for all the travelers out there. Now, the penultimate app in this video is going to be a fun little app called Delta. Now, this app is the ultimate retro game emulator straight for your iPhone. So you can play all of the Game Boy or DS classics right from your iPhone. And this is the only app in this video that is completely free. There are no in-app purchases, no free trials, none of that. All you have to do is download the games from an exterior trusted website. So this is Delta. As you can see, I have one game downloaded over here, Super Smash Bros. If I go ahead and click on it, and it's just amazing how you can play this game right on your phone. So I would highly recommend downloading Delta and playing all of the Mario classics. So have you guys ever woken up from your sleep and you just start questioning your existence? Trust me, it happens to a lot of people, and that's because they're getting very poor sleep and they have very poor sleep cycles. Like the top 5 worst feelings is having a perfect dream and then all of a sudden you're woken up by... Yeah, it's just terrible. So for the final app, we're going to be talking about an app called Sleep Cycle, and it is a very good sleep tracker. And what this app does is it tracks your sleep and it wakes you up when you're at your lightest form of sleep. This is done so that you're actually waking up feeling like a human instead of a zombie. So I'm going to go ahead and open Sleep Cycle, and the first thing you're greeted with is what time you want to wake up tomorrow. So let's say I want to wake up at 7:30 tomorrow. So I'm going to click start, and it's going to tell me to place my device as pictured and keep the charger connected. So I'm going to click OK to that. And as you can see, once you let the app access your microphone, you can see how the data is collected on your sleep. So as you can see, it is a very simple app to use. It is basically just an alarm clock that tells you when to sleep and keeps a track of your sleep and only wakes you up at your lightest point of sleep. And there are many other features like programs. You can journal, you can check out your statistics, and you can even see your profile. And for the features listed over here, for $59.99 a year, if you're someone that wants to keep good track of your sleep and try and sleep better to just overall improve your health and well-being, I would definitely recommend getting the pro version of this app. So guys, those are the apps, and that is my current iPhone setup. It's clean, it's productive, and even a little bit nostalgic. If you guys have more iPhone apps that you absolutely swear by, go ahead and drop them in the comments and I'll read them and definitely give them a try. And if you guys made it this far, you guys know the drill. Definitely hit that like button and smash that subscribe button, as it means the world to me. And that being said, it's been your boy. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay productive, stay motivated, and peace.